What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will telling about 5 cent Queen Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden of 1979. In the intricate world of numismatics, every coin tells a story, etched in metal, shaped by history, and carried through generations. The 1979 5 cent coin of the Netherlands, featuring Queen Juliana, is more than a piece of currency. It represents the legacy of a monarch, the evolution of Dutch society, and the lasting influence of post-war European economic development. From its practical use in everyday transactions to its symbolic significance as a cultural artifact, the small copper nickel coin captures the essence of Dutch identity during the reign of Queen Juliana. This in-depth script explores the historical background, design elements, economic context, cultural importance, and modern-day value of the 5 cent coin minted in 1979 bearing the inscription, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden. Historical context of the 1979 5 cent coin post-war. Dutch economy and coinage. The 20th century was marked by rapid changes for the Netherlands. Following the devastation of World War II, the Dutch economy underwent a substantial transformation. The need for a stable monetary system became critical to rebuilding efforts. With the introduction of modernized industries and stronger international trade, the country gradually recovered and became a founding member of the European Economic Community (EEC) in 1957. In this period of reconstruction and growth, the Dutch government restructured its coinage to reflect modern standards and increased economic activity. The 5 cent coin, reintroduced and revised during the reign of Queen Juliana, became an integral part of everyday commerce. By 1979, it was deeply embedded in the pockets of the people, symbolizing not only financial transactions but also national pride. Queen Juliana, a symbol of resilience. Queen Juliana 1909-2004 reigned from 1948 until 1980. Known for her warmth, humility, and progressive views, she represented a break from the formality of monarchs before her. Her reign was defined by her humanitarian approach, strong advocacy for social welfare, and a personal connection to the Dutch people. By 1979, Queen Juliana had become one of the most beloved monarchs in Dutch history. Her image on coins was not merely a formality, it was a reflection of a queen deeply respected and admired by her people. The 5 cent coin featuring her profile stands as a testament to her enduring legacy, physical characteristics and design. Queen Juliana's portrait. The obverse of the 1979 5 cent coin features the right-facing portrait of Queen Juliana, surrounded by the inscription, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden, Juliana Queen of the Netherlands. The portrait was designed to exude grace and maturity, capturing her dignified appearance during the later years of her reign. The minimalist and elegant depiction reflects the Dutch approach to coin design, focused on simplicity and functionality, yet deeply symbolic. The portrait does not aim for excessive realism but instead emphasizes the values of continuity, stability, and public service that Juliana embodied. Denomination and date. On the reverse, the coin displays the numeral 5, indicating the denomination, followed by the word cent directly underneath. The date, 1979, is positioned at the top, while a stylized representation of the Dutch mint mark and the privy mark appears to the left and right of the denomination. The clean, modern layout was designed by artist.The. Oxenart, who was known for bringing innovative aesthetics to Dutch currency. His influence on the visual identity of Dutch coins and banknotes during the late 20th century was profound, emphasizing clarity, symmetry, and modernism. Technical specifications. Composition. Nickel copronical. Diameter 17.5 mm. Weight 3.5 grams. Edge smooth plane. Mint Koninklijke Nederlands Munt. Royal Dutch Mint, Utrecht. The small size and lightweight design made it convenient for use, and the nickel content provided durability, allowing the coin to circulate for decades without significant wear. Circulation and economic role. Everyday utility. In 1979, the 5 cent coin held a practical value in Dutch commerce. It was frequently used for low-cost items such as public telephone calls, small goods at local markets, newspapers, and tram fares. Its role was not just economic but social. It was the coin most commonly found in wallets, pockets, and piggy banks. As part of the Dutch guilder gulden system, 100 cents made up 1 guilder. Therefore, the 5 cent piece served as a common fractional unit. Its denomination allowed consumers and retailers to make precise transactions without resorting to larger coins or paper money. Transition to decimal currency systems in Europe. By the late 1970s, many European nations were modernizing their currencies in preparation for increased integration and eventual alignment under the European monetary system. While the euro had not yet been introduced, countries like the Netherlands began streamlining their coinage to prepare for such transitions. The 5-cent coin remained relevant through these years but would eventually become obsolete after the introduction of the euro in 2002. Nevertheless, during the 1979 period, it was still at the heart of daily economic life in the Netherlands. Unlike many monarchs, Queen Juliana cultivated a personal relationship with the Dutch people. Her image on the 5-cent coin was not merely ceremonial, it served as a daily reminder of her compassionate and democratic leadership style. She was known to visit hospitals, ride bicycles among citizens, and advocate for marginalized communities. Her portrait on the coin was not adorned with regalia or crowns, but instead conveyed a sense of motherly authority and national service. This understated elegance matched the Dutch values of modesty and solidarity. Representation of Dutch identity. Coins have long served as symbols of national identity. In 1979, the Netherlands was a thriving liberal democracy with a rich cultural heritage. The design of the 5-cent coin reflected the values of clarity, pragmatism, and innovation that Dutch society prized. Even the typography and composition were carefully chosen to project a modern yet uniquely Dutch character. The coin reinforced a sense of unity, reminding citizens of their shared heritage and collective future. Mintage and rarity. In 1979, millions of 5-cent coins were minted for general circulation. The Royal Dutch Mint maintained high-quality standards, and most coins were released into public use rather than retained for collectors. The exact mintage number was over 30 million pieces, though not all have survived due to circulation wear and eventual demonetization. Despite its high mintage, the 1979 5-cent coin holds value among collectors, especially those focusing on 20th century European coins or Dutch monarchic history. Well-preserved specimens, especially in uncirculated UNC-approved condition, are sought after for their clean design and historical significance. Special editions or mint sets from 1979 that include the 5-cent piece may hold additional value due to their condition and packaging. Collectors also value this coin as part of a full set of Queen Juliana's coinage, tracing her portrait across various denominations. With the euro officially introduced in physical form in 2002, the guilder ceased to be legal tender. Dutch 5-cent coin, including the 1979 edition, was withdrawn from circulation. Citizens were allowed to exchange them at banks for euros, though many coins were kept as mementos or retained by collectors. The withdrawal marked the end of an era, one in which Queen Juliana's likeness had featured on coins that served the nation for decades. Yet the legacy of these coins continued, reminding future generations of the historical pathway to European unity and domestic modernization. Modern day value and legacy. As of today, the 1979 5-cent coin is not considered particularly rare, but its value can range from 10 cents to €2 depending on condition. Proof or uncirculated condition, the coin may fetch higher prices at auctions or collector markets. Its value is more historical than monetary. It represents a period in Dutch history characterized by social progress, economic stability, and a monarch beloved for her empathy and simplicity. Beyond collectors, educators and historians use the 1979 5-cent coin as a teaching tool. It provides tangible evidence of 20th century European political structure, monetary policy, and the role of monarchy in modern democracies. Museums, exhibitions, and school programs often include such coins in their materials to help contextualize post-war European development. The 1979 5-cent coin of the Netherlands may be small in size, but its significance is vast. From its practical role in daily commerce to its symbolic weight in Dutch identity, the coin stands as a relic of a transformative time. With Queen Juliana's serene image gracing the obverse, it carries the memory of a monarch who led not by spectacle but by sincerity. In today's era of digital transactions and virtual currencies, the physical coin may no longer pass through hands, but its story remains vivid. It speaks of resilience, modernization, and the quiet dignity of leadership. Through its modest copper-nickel form, the 1979 5-cent coin continues to resonate with those who value the intersection of history, art, and economics. The 5-cent coin of the Netherlands, minted in 1979, stands as a fascinating piece of European numismatic history. Bearing the portrait of Queen Juliana, this coin offers more than just monetary value. It encapsulates a moment in time when the Netherlands was transitioning culturally, politically, and economically during the late 20th century. The inscription, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden, Juliana, Queen of the Netherlands, it proudly carries the identity of the Dutch monarchy and the nation's rich coinage tradition. The script will explore the coin's detailed design, historical background, significance of Queen Juliana's reign, material composition, mintage details, collectible value and its enduring place in Dutch culture and numismatics, historical context of the 5-cent coin, post-war. Economic recovery and currency reform. The modern 5-cent coin issued in 1979 was part of the Dutch guilder currency system, known as the Nederlands gulden. After World War II, the Netherlands underwent considerable economic reforms. The Dutch guilder was re-established as a stable currency in the post-war years, becoming one of Europe's most reliable units of currency until the adoption of the euro in 2002. In this context, the smaller denomination coins like the 5-cent piece were vital to daily commerce. Were used for everyday purchases such as newspapers, tram tickets and small goods in local shops. Their presence in people's pockets and cash drawers gave them great familiarity. Queen Juliana, a symbol of stability. Life and reign. Juliana Louise Emma Marie Wilhelmina, born in 1909, became queen in 1948 following the abdication of her mother, Queen Wilhelmina. Juliana reigned until 1980 and was deeply loved by the Dutch people for her modesty, warmth and commitment to social justice. Her reign witnessed major global and national events, including the Cold War, decolonization in the Dutch East Indies, and the establishment of the European Economic Community. Role in Dutch currency. During Juliana's reign, her likeness appeared on all denominations of Dutch coins. The use of her profile on coins symbolized national unity, continuity, and royal dignity. The portrayal on the 5-cent coin continued until the end of her reign, after which coins began to feature her daughter and successor, Queen Beatrix. The 1979 5-cent coin, design details, obverse front design. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing effigy of Queen Juliana. Around her portrait is the legend, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden, which translates to, Juliana Queen of the Netherlands. The engraving of Queen Juliana is minimalist yet regal, designed to reflect her modest demeanor. The image avoids flamboyance, aligning with her personality. Reverse back design. The number 5 prominently represents the coin's face value in cents. The letter C for cent is placed below the digit, forming 5C. The year 1979 appears near the top. The overall reverse design is geometric and modernist, following the aesthetic trends of the 1960 and 70 edge. The coin has a smooth edge plane, typical for lower denomination coins. The reverse was designed by Bruno Ninaba van Eyben, a Dutch designer who also contributed to later designs of Dutch euro coins. Specifications and composition. Feature description. Year 1979. Denomination 5 cents. Country Netherlands. Metal nickel. Weight approximately 1.5 grams. Diameter around 17.5 millimeters. Thickness 1.25 millimeters. Shape round. Edge plane smooth. Mintage approximately 15 million. The use of nickel for this coin was standard during the 1970s, offering durability and a distinctive silver-gray finish. Nickel coins were resistant to wear and corrosion, ideal for circulation, mintage and circulation. The 1979 5-cent coin was part of an annual release within the Dutch monetary system. It had a circulation mintage estimated at around 15 million pieces. It was minted by the Royal Dutch Mint Koninklijke Nederlands Munt in Utrecht, which had produced coinage since the 16th century. Coins of this denomination were regularly produced from 1948 until 1980 under Queen Juliana's reign. 1979 edition was among the last years before her abdication in 1980 and thus holds historical significance as part of the final issues of her numismatic legacy. Collectors. Value and market trends. Circulated vs uncirculated. Most 1979 5-cent coins were heavily circulated. In average condition, they usually have a nominal collector's value, typically less than $0.50 American cent. Uncirculated or mint state coins, higher grade specimens can fetch between $1 to $5 United States dollars, depending on market demand. Rare proof or special sets made for collectors are valued higher, especially if preserved in original packaging. While not considered a rare coin, it is sought after by collectors of Dutch guilder coinage. Queen Juliana era currency, pre-euro. European coins. Nickel composition coinage. Numismatic appeal. Collectors are particularly drawn to the elegant simplicity of the reverse design and the historical relevance of Queen Juliana's reign. Assembling full sets of Dutch coins from the 20th century will often seek the 1979 issue to complete the series. Transition to the euro and historical significance. In 2002, the Netherlands officially adopted the euro, Europe replacing the guilder and all associated coins, including the 5 cent. Transition marked the end of an era, making coins like the 1979 5-cent relics of national economic heritage. The removal of the guilder coins from circulation turned millions of once ordinary 5-cent pieces into collectible items. For many Dutch citizens, these coins evoke nostalgia and a connection to their pre-euro identity. Symbolism and cultural relevance. Queen Juliana's modesty. The coin's humble design mirrors Queen Juliana's down-to-earth approach to monarchy. Like many sovereigns, she was known for riding a bicycle through town and greeting people without pomp. The simplicity of the 5-cent coin reflects her philosophy of service over ceremony. These coins were not just used in commerce, they appeared in public transportation, vending machines, payphones, and children's allowances. They represent daily life in the Netherlands during the 1970s. Preservation and storage. Collectors interested in maintaining their 1979 5-cent coins should follow these practices. Keep coins in acid-free holders or PVC-free coin flips to prevent corrosion. Always handle with cotton gloves to avoid fingerprint oils. Environmental control. Store in a cool, dry place to avoid tarnishing or metal decay. Proper storage ensures the coin retains its historical and collectible value over time. Comparison with other Juliana coins. Coin denomination notes 1 cent copper, smallest denomination 10 cent nickel, slightly larger, more value 0.25. Quad J, popular in vending machines. 1. Guilder silver nickel, mere denomination 5 guilder, large coin, more valuable and rare. Among all these, the 5 cent sits in the middle, common, utilitarian, and deeply tied to everyday Dutch life. Global collecting interest. International collectors are drawn to the 1979 Dutch 5-cent coin for several reasons. Representation of European pre-euro currency. Historical connection to Queen Juliana. Affordable entry into Dutch numismatics. Queen modernist design appreciated in minimalist aesthetics. Collectors from North America, Europe, and Asia actively trade these coins in online marketplaces, auctions, and numismatic expos. Modern commemoration and legacy. Although the coin is no longer in circulation, Queen Juliana's impact is remembered through commemorative coins and museum exhibitions. Dutch Mint occasionally releases tribute coins that revisit designs from her reign. Educational institutions and museums in the Netherlands use the 5-cent coin to teach about economics, monarchy, and design evolution. In this sense, it remains a teaching tool as well as a collector's item. The 1979 5-cent coin of the Netherlands is a small yet powerful reminder of a time when coins not only facilitated commerce but also conveyed national identity. Bearing the portrait of Queen Juliana, it represents an era of transformation, humility in monarchy, and modernist design principles. Though it is no longer used in everyday transactions, it lives on in the collections and memories of those who value history, aesthetics, and the legacy of a beloved queen. In the annals of Dutch numismatic history, the 5-cent coin of 1979 stands as a modest yet culturally significant artifact. Minted under the reign of Queen Juliana, the small copper nickel coin symbolizes a period of stability, royal legacy, and the enduring traditions of the Netherlands. Though it may appear unassuming due to its size and face value, the 1979 5-cent coin carries with it the essence of Dutch national pride and historical continuity. The year 1979 was situated near the end of Queen Juliana's long and impactful reign. Born in 1909, Juliana ascended to the throne on September 6, 1948, following the abdication of her mother, Queen Wilhelmina. Her reign extended until 1980, when she herself abdicated in favor of her daughter, Beatrix. During her time as monarch, Juliana was deeply beloved for her humility, accessibility, and down-to-earth approach. She was often seen as a people's queen, admired not only in the Netherlands but internationally. The 1979 5-cent coin was one of the final few to bear her likeness before her abdication, making it historically notable. General characteristics of the coin. The Dutch 5-cent coin from 1979 as part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the post-World War II era. Belongs to the series minted between 1948 and 1980. During Juliana's reign, 5 cent or 5 cent in Dutch, year of issue, 1979. Monarch featured, Queen Juliana composition, nickel, weight. Approximately 3.5 grams diameter, about 17.5 millimeters thickness. Roughly 1.25 millimeters edge. Smooth, shape, round, mint. Koninklijke Nederlands Munt Royal Dutch Mint, Utrecht. This coin's relatively small size made it practical for everyday transactions, commonly used for minor purchases such as public transport, snacks, or newspapers. Obverse designed the portrait of Queen Juliana. The obverse of the 5-cent coin prominently features a right-facing profile of Queen Juliana. The image on this coin is simple yet dignified, conveying her calm and maternal persona. The surrounding inscription reads, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden. Translated. This means, Juliana, Queen of the Netherlands.